Unless we do that, we will fail to conserve the environment in this area. But also, what happens in Africa affects the whole world. What happens in America affects Africa as well. So we need to work together in order to do this. And in terms of governance, we have serious issues of capacity. We need to build capacity of our leaders. I am the Deputy Secretary General of the East African Community, where we have 5 countries. I am in charge of the productive sectors, which includes agriculture, energy, environment, industry, fisheries, and all this. I am also in charge of the social sectors, gender, health, and the rest. And so I think I have the potential to represent my region, Africa. I have traveled to a number of countries in Africa, a number of countries in North America, in South America, all continents in this world. And we need to advance cooperation and knowledge-based approach. I thank you very much, and I seek for your support. Thank you very much.
Okay, I think now we'll take the last 2 East and Southern Asian candidates here. Antonia Laperols, please. Former councillor, way back. And then Arzu will be next after that.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Good evening. My name is Antonio Laperols. I am co-founder of the Ecological Society of the Philippines. I am a father, a farmer, businessman, and avid underwater photographer. In 1980, we were able to go with Tom Garrett of the Animal Welfare Institute and Senator Warren Magnuson to have coral amended into the black bass and lazy axe. And it worked. At least we're saving our coral reefs. Also, we live in a time of peak oil and peak food, and I see that we're at the end of the line. Our planet is in peril. I have been a former councillor in 1996, elected in Montreal, re-elected in Amman. I have served 3 Director Generals, and I'd like to thank you for your support then. I ask for your support now. I'd like to end by quoting an old Chinese proverb that goes, ignorance is like the night of the mind, and night without moon nor stars. And ladies and gentlemen, our planet is dying and we are not ignorant. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Antonio. Arzu, our other Asian incumbent candidate.
Thank you, Russ. Thank you for organizing this. Thank you for having us here, though it's very late. My name is Arzu Rana Deuba. I'm from Nepal. And I would also like to take this opportunity to thank you all because you have voted for me before. I'm running for a 2nd term as councillor. And I am running on the platform of trying to make IUCN more sensitive to people. We do a lot of governance issues within IUCN. We do a lot of natural sciences with great scientists like Russ, like Stuart, but I am a social scientist and I want to make sure that the knowledge we acquire is applied throughout the world. And I've pushed very hard along with fellow councillors to look at social and gender equity issues, and that has gone ahead, as you've seen in the new business model we've developed. There's a lot of reference to human beings and people, and I would like to take that further along. I've been also working as the leader of the Gender Task Force within IUCN, and we've had some successes in taking that along to a number of our countries where climate change issues have had a framework of gender mainstreaming, and my country is one of them. I've also been a member of the steering committee on OFCIS, of which some of you are members, and I've also served on the bureau. I'm seeking re-election for 2 things. One is because the issues that IUCN stands for have been a passion in my life. If any of you have visited Nepal, you will know that it's one of the most beautiful countries in the world. We have a lot of natural beauty. And if you grow up there, you automatically want to make sure that beauty stays forever. And the second thing is, I would like to stand for IUCN because I really believe in what it stands for. And I will do my best. I've remained a very engaged councillor, and I hope to be able to use my experience of the first term to take the issues that I've been championing all my life further. I'm a member of Parliament in Nepal, I've served on a number of boards nationally, internationally, and regionally. And I hope to get your votes for a second time. And there's so many councillors from Nepal. My name is the shortest. It's Arzu. So whichever name you see with 4 words and Deoba, I think I'm number 2 on the list. Please vote for me. Thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you. At this point, let me ask some of the people who have not yet spoken, some of the candidates, and you're from? You're from, okay, we've got Europeans, South and Central America. The WCPA people, do you have to go somewhere else or can you sit tight for a while? Do you have another meeting you have to go to? No, you don't. You do? Yes. I'm going to take I think we'll move to, and the candidates for CEC have to go somewhere else. You have to go somewhere else. Okay. Who's been sitting here long? I think Hans, you've been sitting here the longest. So why don't we start with the Europeans, then we'll take CEC and I don't see WCPA jumping up and down, so maybe we can wait a little bit. Yeah.
I'm also European.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I know you're all anxious to speak, but we're going to have to take it in some kind of order. So Hans, one of the incumbents for West Europe, Hans de Jong.
My name is Hans de Jong. I'm from the Netherlands. I'm a university professor in Leiden University and Antwerp University on conservation biology. I'm a passionate conservationist, and I've been working with the IUCN family for a very long period of years. I've been chairman of the Netherlands Committee for IUCN during 10 years, from 1990 until 2000. And I have also been a very active member of the Species Survival Commission, the SSC Cat Specialist Group and Serenia Specialist Group. And the past 4 years I was a member of the steering committee. I've been working in tropical countries, but also in Europe. In Europe I've been actively involved in the European Sustainable Use Specialist Group. And I've been promoting regional red lists and more attention for alien invasive species. I'm also involved in a large number of NGOs. One of them is concerned with lion conservation in West and Central Africa, a region which is very much impacted by development. In 2008 I've been elected as a regional councillor for Western Europe, and I've been a very active councillor over the past 4 years. I've invested 1 to 2 days a week in council work. I was co-chair of the Program and Policy Committee. We have done policy review, identified policy gaps, which resulted in a large number of council-supported motions which will be submitted to Congress. I've also been very active in promoting the one program approach, and especially indicators to monitor the implementation of this one program commitment charter. Apart from that, I've also actively contributed to the work of the government's committee, and also contributed to monitoring the implementation of resolutions. If elected, I intend to invest again 1 to 2 days a week in IUCN's work. I intend to build on the achievements of the last council period. I think it's very important to have a number of experienced councillors in council, because it takes a few years really to learn how council works. And I also would like to improve communication with members and the implementation of the one program commitment charter, which I think is a very thrilling concept, but it really needs implementation. And finally, of course, I really want to work on the implementation of resolutions which will be adopted during Congress, referring to improving policy and governance in the Union. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hans. If we could take this young lady here from Turkey, right? Yes. The other European candidates, raise their hand, both West and East. Oh, we got more now. 1, 2, 3. 4-5, no, no. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and I know everyone is tired. It's a long day, long week, so I will try to be under my time, actually. My name is Nilüfer Oral. I'm from Turkey, and I'm a candidate for Western Europe. I'll give a little bit of information about myself. I'm actually a member of the law faculty at Istanbul Bilgi University, where among the classes I teach is international environmental law. But in addition to teaching, I actually work in environmental law as well. I work very closely with my government on a number of issues, including climate change. So I've been active negotiating with climate change, and I'm very familiar with these issues. But my real area is oceans law. And this is really where I do a lot of work. I'm co-chair of the specialist group on oceans, coasts, and coral reefs in the Commission on Environmental Law. And I can say that I also spent a great deal of my time working on IUCN matters, and for one reason, because I love it. And it's very interesting listening to the other candidates, because frankly, everyone's very qualified. And when I listen to everything they do, and it's not just that we're here to conserve nature, which we are, that's everyone's passion, but I am also inspired by the people here. And everyone I listen to is inspiration. So I admire the members of the IUCN, the work they're doing, and that's why I want to work even more for you as regional counselor. So I hope that I can count on your support. And some of the issues I really want to stress, naturally as a lawyer, governance is key. The IUCN has really had a huge impact in developing international environmental law. Some of those important people are right here in this room. But it's time now to make that law work. And I think that this is where the IUCN is really equipped to do this, that we can make that law actually functioning law. So I hope to be part of that. And also make IUCN maximize the talent, the energy, the passion that's here to make the difference we need to make, because really we are in a crisis environmentally in the world. So thank you very much for your patience, and if you have any questions, you'll see me in the hall. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think I'm going to, the candidates for commissions, I'm going to let some of them go, because I know they have to run somewhere else and then go back to the European candidates. Could you take your pick? Who wants to come first? And we also have the third candidate for president who has just come a few minutes ago.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. I just want to show my face, make you known to myself, or myself to you. My name is Juliana Sattler. I'm running for Germany. I live since 23 years in Namibia, and I'm really dedicated to conservation and development work, mostly in Africa, but have a lot of global experience through work at the CBD Secretariat, the Convention on Biological Diversity, and with the UNCCD. I do a lot of JEF programming. You can read a lot more about my bio on the website. I have been with the Commission on Education and Communication on the steering committee for the past 6 years. So I have good understanding of what the Commission does. I'm one of two candidates, Nancy will speak after me. We have been nominated through the steering committee together. I think I have a very particular vision that reaches out a lot to the constituency I'm working with, not only in developing countries, but I think it's also very dear to my heart, to bring them on board a little bit stronger and making us all contribute to CEC, contributing to the larger IUCN. So I'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you very much.
Please. Thank you for being very brief and enabling us to pick up a little bit of time here.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Nancy Colleton, and I'm the president of the Institute for Global Environmental Strategies, which is located in Arlington, Virginia. I'd like to tell you a little bit about my background. I have a very broad experience in education and communication. My nonprofit does everything from art contests for children to teach earth science, to photography contests, to developing online education programs for the National Science Foundation. We do outreach for groups like NASA with all of their earth science. I also work with the private sector quite a bit. Right now I'm doing some work with NOAA's National Climatic Data Center to work with different sectors to determine their climate information needs. And I have a lot of media experience. Just last night, after I chaired my session in this room, I ran out the door upstairs and did a live telecast with the Weather Channel talking about weather and its role in presidential campaigns. So, as I said, I have a very broad experience. I come to this because I love nature like all of you, and I also feel a very strong responsibility to protect it. As a communications professional, I know we can do a much better job of telling the story of nature and becoming a voice for nature. As a mother, I can think of no greater gift I could give my son than a clean and healthy environment, and that provides me so much inspiration. As a businesswoman, I hope to bring my management experience and facilitation experience to the role as the CEC chair. And as an entrepreneur, I find being creative is something that I really, it's a quality that I have. And also, as I consider myself an active member of the global community, I feel it's very important to use my skills to help promote dialogue so that we can overcome a number of the conflicts that we have. In addition to being CEC chair, I think it's also important to point out that you also become a member of the council. Thank you. And I hope to use my experience for the number of boards that I sit on to play that role as well. So in closing, I would say that what I hope to do with the commission rather, is to really elevate the CEC and make it much more active and visible in the rest of the IUC.